Good afternoon. It's so wonderful to have you here with us with virtual learning. I'm Miss Jimerson and I'll be presenting narrative writing. I also want to say that I miss you guys terribly. I wish we could be at school, but we can't. So hopefully these videos will help you get along throughout the summer and throughout the rest of the spring. We can't be together, but that's okay. We're here now. All right, so let's jump right into narrative writing. So right before the break, we did a few lessons on narrative writing. And let's go over the purpose of narrative writing and some of those things that are very, very important when we are discussing narrative writing. Narrative writing. The purpose of narrative writing is to tell a story. Raise your hands if you like stories. I know I do. I like a great story. So, when we're talking about stories, what type of things do we notice? One thing that I notice are the characters. Those are the most important people in the story. The setting. The setting is where the story took place, which and also could include what type of year, what time of year it was. The problem. The problem is the main important things in the story. The plot. And the solution. How did the story end? What did the characters do? How did they contribute to the ending? So let's go over our roller coaster. So it starts with the hook. They reel us in the story. They make it interesting enough for us to read. So we describe the characters. The characters could be mean. They could be nice. Those are all character traits, and we've discussed those as well. The setting and the problem we will also find at the beginning of the story. They introduced us to the characters, they introduce us to the setting and the problem. As we start going up our little roller coaster, we get to the middle of the story, which is where the plot begins to unfold. We start to figure out what the main problem is in the story. As we continue, we get to our final solutions. We want to know, what did the characters do? How did they solve the problem and what did they learn? So, we've gone over those things. Let's talk about narrative writing some more. And narrative writing has needs. What does it need in order to be narrative writing? One of the most important things it needs is a who. A what, when, where, and why. It also has to have the beginning, middle, and end, like we discussed at the top. Also, transitional words. What happened first? What happened next? And what happened then? And lastly, the solution. So let's go over those. As you're reading, when you're reading a story, you ask who. Who is the main character? And then you want to know what they did. You also want to know, when did it happen? Where did it happen? And why did it happen? As the story starts to unfold using these 5 questions, you start to understand the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the end of the story. And often when you're reading, you'll see transitional words. You'll see first, next, then, and last. So, let's get into it. We want to write our own narrative story. Okay, so I've already started my own narrative, and mine is My Dream Vacation. You can also write this as your topic. So make sure you grab a pencil and a paper so you can get started. Ready? All right. So, my dream vacation, I want to know, first of all, because I'm the who, it's going to be myself. So this is sort of a personal narrative. Okay? Then what? The what will be my dream vacation. When? Well, most of the time when we go to the beach, it's summer. So it'll be summertime. The setting would be the ocean. And why do I want to go to the beach? I love to relax near the water. So, you ready to write? Great. You're going to write my dream vacation. Thumbs up when you have it. Good job. Tell me your what, or your who, actually. Your who. Who's going to the beach? You could write my family, myself, my friends. What are you going to do? I want just to put my feet in the sand. You may want to do something different. I also want to swim in the ocean. That's my where. It's part of my setting. Remember, you're going to ask those questions. Who, what, when, where, and why. The who is myself. The what is my dream vacation. The where is I'm going to the ocean or to the beach. When will be my summertime. And why is just to relax. Okay? Glad you guys joined us today for narrative writing. I look forward to seeing your journal entries. And I miss you much. Goodbye.